Last Tuesday, two people walked into their manager's office to ask for the same promotion. One walked out with a role, the other walked out on track for next cycle. The difference wasn't seniority, wasn't who liked their manager more, wasn't even who'd been there longer. It was that one of them made an emotional plea, the other built a business case. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do the second one, line by line, number by number, so the conversation tilts your way before you even sit down. Here's what you have to understand first. Your manager isn't deciding this alone. Promotions get signed off in calibration meetings. Your manager walks into a room of five other managers, all defending their own people, all fighting for a fixed promotion budget. If your manager walks in with "they really want it," they get destroyed. If they walk in with "this person saved us $400,000 and led the migration that unblocked Q3s," they win the slot. Your job in the promotion conversation isn't to convince your manager. It's to load your manager with ammunition for the room they're walking into next, and ammunition as data. Specific dollar-attached before and after data, not vibes. Shift 1. Every claim you make gets a dollar sign or percentage attached to it. The emotional version sounds like this. "I've been working really hard. I'm always the first to help. I've taken on so much." That sentence is a feeling. It's not measurable. It's not defendable. Your manager can't take it into the calibration room and survive cross-examination. The data version sounds like this. "In the last 6 months, I shipped the payments rewrite that cut transaction errors by 38%. That saved customer support roughly 240 hours per quarter, about $86,000 a year." Same person, same 6 months, completely different sentence. The rule: never use an adjective where you could use a number. Instead of "big project," say "4-quarter migration affecting 12 teams." Instead of "a lot of customers," say 4,200 users on the new flow within 30 days. Instead of "high impact," say 1.2 million ARR retained. Numbers don't just sound better, they're impossible to forget. Your manager will remember $86,000 3 weeks from now. They will not remember "I worked really hard." Shift 2. Promotions are not granted for the level you're at. They're granted for the level you've already been working at. Your manager is not authorized to give you a promotion as a stretch. They're authorized to formalize the fact that you've been operating at that level for months. So your case can't be "I deserve this title." It has to be "I'm already doing this job. Here's the evidence." What does evidence look like? Three things. 1. Scope. The work you own is bigger or more strategic than your current level demands. "I'm a level 4, but I own the architecture decisions our level 5s sign off on." 2. Influence. People at the next level treat you as a peer. You're invited to the meetings, you set the agenda, your name is on the document. 3. Visibility. Your work is being cited outside your immediate team. The CEO mentions your project in all hands. The customer renewal deck quotes your metric. If you have one of these, you're a candidate. If you have all three, the conversation is a formality. Shift 3. Stop framing this as something you want and start framing it as something the business needs to handle. Here's the question your manager is silently weighing during the entire conversation. What does it cost the company if I don't promote this person? If the answer is nothing, they'll keep doing what they're doing, you don't get promoted. If the answer is they'll start interviewing in 2 months and we'll lose a critical pipeline owner, the decision becomes easy. You don't have to threaten to leave. You just have to make the value of you staying, and you staying at the next level, bigger than the cost of formalizing it. Bring market data into the room. Pull up the salary survey. Levels.fyi, Pave, Radford, your industry's compensation tracker. For my role and tenure, the market rate is X. I'm currently being paid Y. Here's the gap. That's not entitled, that's informed. Then tie the promotion to a specific business outcome the company is already trying to hit. You need a senior engineer to own the platform migration. I've been running it for 9 months. Make that official. The conversation is no longer about you wanting more. It's about the company needing to align reality with paperwork and saving themselves the cost of a 6-month senior engineer search in the meantime. Shift 4. The ask itself. Most people fumble this in the last 30 seconds because they spend the whole conversation building a case and then end with a vague question. Don't end with, "So, do you think there's room for a promotion?" That phrasing puts the decision entirely in your manager's hands, with no commitment, no timeline, and no concrete next step. End with 3 specific elements: the role, the timeline, the conditions. Role: state the exact title and level you're asking for, not a promotion. I'm asking to be promoted to Senior Engineer Level 5. Timeline: when this happens. I'd like this finalized by the end of Q1. That aligns with the start of the next planning cycle. Conditions: what you need from them to make it happen. What evidence is missing from my case? Who else needs to weigh in? What can I send you to take into calibration? That last question is the move. You're not asking if. You're asking how to help them get to yes. You're giving them a script for their own meeting. Watch what this does. The conversation pivots from "should we promote you" to "how do we run the process?" That pivot is the entire game. Step back. Under all 4 shifts is one idea. A promotion conversation is a sales pitch. You are the product. Your manager is the salesperson, but they can only sell what you've handed them. The emotional version of asking treats it as a personal favor, where loyalty and effort earn a yes. The data version treats it as a B2B sale, where the buyer needs specifications, ROI, and risk justification before signing the PO. Hand your manager the spec sheet, the dollar-attached impact, the level mismatch proof, the market rate, the cost of inaction, the exact ask. If you've done the work, you've already earned it. Your only job in the conversation is to make sure that fact is impossible to argue with, in this room and in the next one. Quick recap. 4 shifts from emotional plea to data-backed case. Quantify every claim, show you're already operating at the next level, frame it as a business decision the company can't afford to skip, and end with a specific role, timeline, and set of conditions. Pick the weakest one and tighten it before your next 1.1. Don't try to fix all 4 at once. The shift that cost you the promotion is probably the one you're not even seeing. And here's your next move. The hardest part of this whole conversation isn't the ask. It's what to do when your manager says, "next quarter." I break down exactly how to respond to that without losing leverage, right here. Watch that one before your review. You've done the work. Now go make sure they have to admit it.